we have found current is equal to NEVD into A, where Vd is the drift velocity, A is the cross-sectional area, and capital N is the number of free electrons per unit volume. You have to understand that this number of free electrons per unit volume also is a property of material. So it is a constant for a particular material. Definitely for a particular temperature, it always remains a constant. So if I calculate what is I by A, which is nothing but the current density, you can see it is Ne into mu E. Out of this Ne mu E, you can see that N is a constant, electronic charge is a constant, mu is the mobility that I have discussed in last class, that mobility also depends on the material, how closely the molecules are packed inside the material. So that depends on also material, that is another constant. So I can take this three constants together, and I can say that the multiplication is sigma. You can see I have written sigma is equal to Ne mu, which is known as the conductivity. So I can directly write that J is equal to sigma multiplied by E. J is equal to sigma multiplied by E, where sigma is the conductivity of the material. One second. We have already seen that calculation. Now look about this electric field vector. We know that electric field is nothing but dV by dx. So if I assume that the shape of the conductor is not uniform, but shape the area, you can see that here I have drawn a situation where the shape of the area is not a uniform, like a tapered area. Area is gradually decreasing. So in that case, what I have assumed a very small cross section. For that cross section, I can assume its area to be a constant, right? So I can find the J vector for that small area only. Because area is variable, so I have taken a very small cross section where area I have taken constant. What is electric field vector? It is nothing but dV by dx. So at this point, everywhere I have assumed the electric field to be constant, it is uniform, I have assumed it. So electric field is nothing but dV by dx. So if the potential difference between this segment is delta V, or let us assume dV, then I can say E equal to minus. I am only talking about the magnitude, otherwise there should be a negative sign always, right? I am only talking about the magnitude of electric field, it's dV by dx. Now I have written here the same J value, J is equal to I by A, which is sigma into E. Now instead of E, I have put dV by dx. So what is I? Basically, if you just slightly modify that and you take the A further in denominator, you will see that it is dV by dx into rho 1 into 1 by ax. What is rho here? You can see that the connection between sigma and rho very easily understood, that rho is equal to 1 by sigma. Rho is equal to 1 by sigma. Alright. So I have written here that rho is equal to 1 by sigma. Now sigma is the conductivity. So 1 upon sigma is known as the resistivity, and that also depends on the property of the material. So we can actually write that the current I is equal to dV divided by rho into dx by ax. Now here you can integrate the upper portion, the numerator as well as the denominator, and you will see that the current everywhere always will remain a constant, right? So if I say that what is integration of dV, you can see that the current in that small section, if this is I, if the current in this small section is I, then current everywhere is I, right? Current everywhere is the same I. So, and if what is delta V, if the potential difference between these two end is delta V, right, then the integration of the numerator part is delta V, and the integration of the denominator part is known as the resistance of the material.
স্যার ওই স্মল শিফটটা দিয়ে যদি আই কারেন্ট পাস করে তাহলে
Yes.
পুরোটা দিয়ে আই কারেন্ট পাস করবে কি করে ওটা বুঝতে পারলাম না।
Now your question is that if through this cross section, suppose this cross section is 2 centimeters square, if I found that current is say 10 ampere, 10 ampere, then in that cross section 1 centimeter square, I am saying the current is also the same 10 ampere.
স্যার তাহলে ভেলোসিটিতে তো চেঞ্জ আসা উচিত।
Yes, so the drift velocity actually will change. Somehow the drift velocity will definitely change. It is like the
এরিয়া ইনটু ভেলোসিটিটা তাহলে কি কনস্ট্যান্ট হবে?
কোন velocity বলো
না তাহলে কি ভিডি ভেলোসিটিটা?
না, VD সব জায়গায় কনস্ট্যান্ট থাকবে না। It is like a
না
fluid.
এরিয়া ইনটু ভেলোসিটিটা।
Yes, that can be constant.
বর্নৌলি's theorem-এ কন্টিনিউটি ইকুয়েশন
Same thing, the similar thing you can apply in a fluid flow. We have seen that the rate of volume flow is a constant, right? So what is the velocity here? The velocity at this point will be changed. The same thing is happening here only. Vd into A, that part will remain a constant, right? Good observation.
কিন্তু এরিয়া ঠিক করলে এন চেঞ্জ হবে না?
N, look, what is N? N is the number of free electrons per unit volume. Already you are taking a unit volume. So whenever it comes that per unit area or per unit volume, that only depends on the material property. That cannot be varied. Let us write down the expression for Vd. Vd is equal to mu into E. So here it may happen that electric field also changes. If you say that mu is a constant everywhere inside this material, definitely that depends on the property of the material. Mu depends on the property of the material. So if the material is uniform everywhere, so mu will remain constant. So in that case, definitely electric field changes. Otherwise, how drift velocity can change?
সে এটা তো কনজারভেশন অফ চার্জ থেকে বলতে পারেন।
Conservation of charge. Definitely, you can say. That is why I have said that it is a fluid flow. That যতগুলো চার্জ এই সারফেস দিয়ে গেছে, the same charge has to pass through that same surface. Otherwise, the charge will be accumulated here.
Yes, sir.
Right. So that you can also say by that the continuity equation actually. Yes. Continuity equation you can apply here. So good point we have discussed here that drift velocity can change, right? But what is constant? That you have to understand that current remains a constant. Throughout the material, throughout the conductor, always current will be a constant. So that in that case, if you take a small volume or you can take the entire volume, the current will remain the same. That is why I have made the current to be the same after integration also. Right, this is the current for a small segment. You can see here, this is the current.
Rho equal to 1 by sigma ta arekbar bole deben.
It is a defined definition only. Rho equal to 1 by sigma. Sigma is conductivity, rho is resistivity. In your question, you may have both. You may have any one of the values. If conductivity is given, you can convert it into resistivity. So this is current for a small portion, and this is current for a entire material, but you can see that both the currents will be the same. So what is the resistance? The integration of rho into dx by ax actually is the resistance. Now you can see that if area is a constant everywhere, you can take rho and area outside. If I assume rho is definitely a constant, in few questions you will find rho also varies. There may be different equations. But this is the expression for resistance that you have to always follow. If rho varies, you cannot take rho outside. But if rho and area both are constant, then integration of dx is nothing but L. So I have written here rho L by A is the resistance when A is a constant. I think it is clear to all of us. And this, there comes the Ohm's law, which says delta V equal to IR. From this expression, I equal to delta V by R, we can say delta V equal to IR. Delta V is the potential drop across a resistance if it carries a current I. It is the Ohm's law, and you have to make sure that the temperature or other physical properties of the material remain a constant. Alright, so this was all about this resistance. Let us try to solve this one. This is a long cylinder. Along its axis it is moving. This cylinder is moving along this axis with a constant velocity v. The cylinder is uniformly charged. I don't know what is the charge inside that cylinder, but it is uniformly charged. The electric field on its surface, at this point, the electric field on its surface is E. Right? Electric field on its surface is E. Find the current by mechanical transfer of that charge. So if you take any cross-section area here, you have to find how much charge is going to cross this particular cross-section in 1 second. That will be the current. Okay, let us first assume that its charge density is rho inside everywhere. So in terms of rho, can I find what is the electric field intensity at the surface?
Yes, sir.
By using Gauss law, we can find that E into 2 pi r is equal to pi s square into 2 pi r L equal to pi s square L into rho by epsilon naught. Do you remember this equation?
Yes, sir. ইন্ডারটা কন্ডাক্টর ছিল না নন কন্ডাক্টর?
If it is a conductor, then inside there will be no charge, right? Only the charges will be on the outer surface.
হ্যাঁ স্যার, ওটা ধরে করা যাবে না?
কি ধরে? কন্ডাক্টর ধরে? কন্ডাক্টর ধরে করতে পারো, একই আনসার আসবে। কন্ডাক্টর ধরলে সিগমা, এটা রো এর জায়গায় সিগমা নিয়ে নেবে।
আচ্ছা,
electric field will be the same, I think, because I am talking about the surface, so it is a conductor non-conductor same. Yes,
2 pi a sigma v.
just let us calculate it. So what is electric field here? We can say L and A will get cancelled out, pi will also get cancelled out, AL. So it is rho A by 2 epsilon naught, rho A by 2 epsilon naught. Now from in that surface, in 1 second, all these charges will cross that lie in a length of v. Yes or no? Because it is moving with a velocity v. So in 1 second, after 1 second, this section will be able to cross that particular surface. So whatever will be the charge inside that will be able to cross in 1 second that particular surface I have taken. So that charge delta q by delta t, that should be, the area is pi a square into v into rho, it is the charge. I think that should be the answer of your question. Now I will only put the value of rho here, which is 2 epsilon naught by A. Have you got this one as your answer?
Yes, sir.
2 pi AB epsilon. Yes, good. That should be the answer of this question. That is only a mechanical transfer of charge.
Sir, এটা কোথায় লিখলেন? Sir,
epsilon naught E. Yes, there will be E. Good. A cylindrical conductor of length L and uniform cross section A has a conductivity rho that varies with x. Find electric field as a function of x. and current in the conductor. Now look here, electric field varies with x. If this potential is needed, you can assume it to be V. So what is the electric field as a function of x and current in the conductor?
Sir, current at the 2 VA into sigma naught by root 10. Sir, it is.
Alright, just let us calculate this one. It has a uniform cross section, so let us first find the resistance, right? Resistance R, if you remember the formula, it is 1 by sigma into dx by A. Can I use this expression to find resistance?
Yes, sir.
As the sigma is variable, as you can see here, so I can take A outside, but integration will be dx by sigma naught root x, and x will vary from 0 to L. So what will be this integration? 1 by A sigma naught dx by root x is 2 root x, I think. So it will be twice root L. So you have got this one as your resistance?
Yes, sir.
If this is the... Yes? I think I have done the integration correct. X power
It is
half.
correct, sir. It is correct.
Yes. So what is current? Current is equal to V divided by the resistance. Right? So V divided by resistance is equal to V A sigma naught divided by 2 root L. So that is the current. And now I can say that this current is equal to J into A. Right? So the value of the current density. Yes?
V given ছিল না তো
V আমি লিখে দিয়েছিলাম এখানে দেখো so J is equal to V sigma naught by 2 root L. Can I say J is equal to E into sigma? Now sigma is equal to sigma naught into root x.
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of E? I can say it is V divided by 2 root under L into x. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in that way I can find the current as well as the electric field as a function of x. Next question, it says two conductors of same cross section A carrying the same current I are joined end to end. They have resistivities ρ1, ρ2 respectively. Find the charge density at their boundaries.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, I into epsilon naught into ρ1 plus ρ2 by A.
চলো দেখা যাক একটা সলিউশন
Sir, Gauss law দিয়ে করে
Gauss law, yes. Look, both the conductors are carrying the same current I. They are joined in series, so definitely even if it is not mentioned in your question, you have to assume that they are carrying the same current I. They are joined in series, and as their cross section is A, so what is the current density here? For the first conductor, the current density is equal to I by A, and for the second conductor, the current density is also I by A. But can I say that the current density is equal to sigma into E? So 1 by ρ1 into E1, and that is equal to 1 by ρ2 into E2. So what is electric field inside the first conductor? Electric field inside the first conductor, I am drawing here. That electric field value is ρ1 I by A And in the second conductor, the electric field is E2, that is rho 2 I by A. If I assume the charge density here is sigma, let us assume it to be sigma. Then by applying Gauss law in this surface, in this Gaussian surface, I know the two surface electric fields, then I can find the third one. Right? In Gauss law, three unknowns are there: charge inside, electric field outside, electric field inside. As I know outside electric field, inside electric field, charge density can be easily found. Directly applying Gauss law, E2 into delta S minus E1 into delta S is equal to sigma into delta S divided by epsilon naught. Delta S will get cancelled out. So E2 minus E1 is rho 2 minus rho 1. E2 minus E1 is rho 2 minus rho 1 into I by A. That is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. So the value of charge density will be I epsilon naught by A into rho 2 minus rho 1. That should be the answer of this question. Have you got this one? If you have any doubt, you can
Yes,
ask
sir.
me. This is not a very difficult question. You have to only find whenever you have to find the charge density. Remember that somehow you have to find the electric field and apply Gauss law. Now here we have to only find the resistance. Find the resistance of a cylindrical conductor of inner radius R1, outer radius R2, and length L, having uniform resistivity rho, when the battery is connected in between the flat surfaces and in between the curved surfaces. So there are two connections. I am only drawing the situation so that you can understand what is happening here. This is a cylinder, hollow cylinder. Material is inside. Inner outer radius is given. Once you connect battery here, so I have to find equivalent resistance between these 2 points. And other time you are connected battery here, so I have to find equivalent resistance between these 2 points. Correct? In first case, if I connect battery between these 2 points, then current flows in these straight lines. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So if current flows in that straight line, so if you take a very small cross section at a distance x, if you take this dx cross section, this is dx, current flows in this direction.
স্যার সেকেন্ড কেসটা লন R2 বাই R1 তো ওটাই বললাম।
So let us check what is the answer. So in the first case, the resistance will be rho into L. L means the path that current is covering actually. So what the path the current is covering while crossing that surface? The current has covered dx path, right? And the area of the shaded portion that current is actually crossing, that area is pi into R2 square minus R1 square. And if I integrate it, I can find the total resistance from x equal to, you can see all of them are constant except dx. So I will integrate x from 0 to L. Right? Length L is given. So the answer to the first question is rho L by pi R2 square minus R1 square. In the second question, if I assume that battery is connected between these two, can you see that the currents are flowing radial outward or inward, whatever it may be? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Current will flow radially outward. So if I take current radial outward, then I have to take a small element so that current cross us dx length perpendicular to that motion of the current, right? So that a small cylindrical shell I have assumed now, where current has crossed this small dx length. The radius of that small cylindrical shell is x. Current has crossed this dx length. But what area current has crossed? Can you tell me?
By 2 pi
2 pi xl. Yes, the curved surface area that only current has crossed. So in the second case, the resistance I can find by rho into dl. Dl is nothing but dx. The current has crossed dx length only. But the area will be 2 pi x into L. Then I will integrate it from x equal to R1 to R2. Right? So the answer of this resistance, the second resistance, these are resistance. Let us assume them prime. So it is rho by 2 pi L into ln of R2 by R1. Have you understood the method?
Yes, sir.
Whenever you have to find resistance rho dx by A, remember that dx you have to take perpendicular along the direction of the current. Along the direction of the current, you have to take that length dx. In the first case, current was flowing horizontally parallel to the length L. I have assumed dx in that direction. Second case, they are radially outward, so I have taken the dx length in radial direction. This question says a cylindrical conductor of length L, radius R, has a resistivity rho which depends on radius R. Find the electric field and the resistance if the battery voltage is V. Battery voltage, you assume this to be positive, this to be negative, right? Because X is given in this direction. So assume this to be positive voltage, this to be negative voltage. If I take a small cylindrical shell, if I take a small cylindrical shell, right, of certain thickness dx or dr, if I take a small cylindrical shell of certain thickness dr having a radius r, I have taken a very thin cylindrical shell of radius dr. Now forget about everything of the solid cylinder. Can you just tell me what is the resistance of that small cylindrical shell?
alpha by r square.
Sir, along what?
Resistance as the what is the resistance about these 2 points? Definitely.
Oh, alpha by 2 pi L into dr by r cube.
Now you can see the rho is constant, yes or no? For that shell, can I assume rho to be a constant?
Yes, sir.
So I can say that resistance is equal to rho into L. What I will take as L?
dr.
No.
No.
Is the current flowing radial direction or current is still flowing in
Oh,
this
sorry,
direction?
sorry. L.
L.
And what is the area I will take now?
2 pi r.
2 pi r dr. Good. So I think that is the resistance of that small cylindrical shell, right? Rho L by A. Current is flowing in this direction, right? So the total length current has covered is L. The cross section area current has covered is 2 pi r dr, and resistivity is given rho L by A. That equation I have written. Now, one thing you have to understand, that this type of similar shells, if I say that this is resistance dr1, can you see that this type of similar shells are connected in parallel?
Yes, sir.
This type of infinite cylindrical shells are connected in parallel between these two terminal.
Yes.
I think it is very much clear to all of us, because you take another shell, you will find dr2, you will find dr2, and both of them are connected across the same potential difference. And we know what is parallel connection, series connection. I think that idea we have already.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
So in parallel connections, how do I find the equivalent resistance?
1 by
Summing up to the
1 by R equivalent, can I say that is integral of 1 by dr?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I'll integrate 1 by dr. 1 by dr is 1 by L alpha 2 pi into, so it is 2 pi by L alpha, basically 2 pi by L alpha into R cube dr. What is the integration from 0 to R? I will integrate it, right? 0 to radius, suppose radius is R given. So it is R power 4 by 4. So it is 2 pi R power 4, 2 pi R power 4 divided by 4 L alpha. So what is R equivalent? R equivalent is equal to 2 L alpha divided by pi into R power 4. Have you got this one as your answer? Look, at a distance small r from the center, we will get this cylindrical shell, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We'll get that cylindrical shell. So what is the electric field inside that cylindrical shell? If I have to find the electric field at a distance r into 1 by rho, that is equal to J at this point, or inside that cylindrical shell, yes or no? What is
Yes, sir.
inside the shell? What is J inside the shell? What is J? Can I say inside the shell that J is V divided by I into area? Now V is given V divided by R.
V divided by R.
Yes. V divided by R into V divided by R equivalent 1 by area. So what is electric field at a distance R? Equal to rho. Rho is alpha by R square. V by R equivalent is V pi R power 4 by 2L alpha into area. What area I will take? That current is V divided by
R square by alpha होता ना?
yes, one second. The current I will take, the electric field current I can take V by R equivalent. V by R equivalent current, total
Sir,
current.
pi R square হবে না?
sorry.
Area টা pi small r square.
Yes. No, look, I am dividing this current by this area, so that is not current density, na? Current density,
Yes.
if I have to find current density, then total current divided by total area I have to do. But at this point, if I have to find the current density, then I have to find V divided by R equivalent, not R equivalent. I have to find V divided by the dr.
Here.
into that small area, which is, you can say, dA. Can you say, can you understand what I have done here? যদি তুমি কারেন্ট ডেন্সিটি বার করতে চাও, পুরোটার ভেতরে কারেন্ট বার করো I, পুরোটার ভেতরে কারেন্ট বার করো I ডিভাইডেড বাই পুরো এরিয়া করে দাও, নো প্রবলেম। বাট যদি আমি শুধু এই শেডেড এরিয়ার ভেতরে কারেন্ট ডেন্সিটি বার করতে চাই, तो इन दैट केस अगर मैं सिर्फ इस शेडेड एरिया में करंट डेंसिटी निकालना चाहूँ तो शेडेड एरिया का करंट डिवाइडेड बाय शेडेड एरिया करना पड़ेगा ना। तो मैं यहाँ पे टोटल करंट डिवाइडेड बाय शेडेड एरिया कर दिया था, तो वो यहाँ पे गड़बड़ हो गया, राइट। सो दैट शुड बी V डिवाइडेड बाय dr, उसको dA से डिवाइड करना होगा, V डिवाइडेड बाय dr। इसके अक्रॉस तो पोटेंशियल V होगा, तो V का कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। dr का वैल्यू क्या लिखेंगे हम लोग, अल्फा बाय r स्क्वायर, राइट, इंटू L इंटू 2 पाई r dr। और उसके साथ जो एरिया आएगा वो भी एरिया क्या है, वो भी एरिया 2 पाई r dr है। देखो इसमें एक
r स्क्वायर बाय अल्फा होता ना,
कोणता r स्क्वायर बाय अल्फा,
1 by rho। अच्छा अच्छा।
so basically er will be a constant, you can see, right। er does not depend on r, so here in this question actually the electric field is constant everywhere, which is a constant, electric field is constant everywhere। Vr does not depend on the radius r। As I have applied, also this is a very simple thing to understand. I think we even if we do not calculate it, very easy to understand, because current is flowing in this direction, no current is flowing radial direction, right? If there is no current flowing in radial direction, so will there be any potential drop along radial direction?
No, sir.
No. If there is no potential drop, then there is no electric field at this line. Okay, this question is a good question. Actually, it came JEE Advanced 2015 or 16. I don't remember the year. A very good question. I will give this question as your homework, right? Try to solve this at home. Alright, now we will talk about series parallel method to solve electrical circuits. I am very much sure you have already done this type of concepts in your lower class physics. So in rest part of this chapter, resistance chapter, most of the thing you will find that you have already studied in your lower class physics, right? So they are very easy also for you to understand and also for you to solve. Only few methods are there, definitely few methods are there that we will discuss, that you can apply to solve those questions. Can you just try by yourself, what is the equivalent resistance between this point A and B? Whenever you find a situation in a circuit where resistors are haphazardly arranged, by simple observation you cannot understand which resistances are in series, which are in parallel, right? Then use this method. This method is known as equipotential, find the equipotential points, right? Equipotential points. Whenever two points are connected by solid line, no resistance in that solid line we will assume, then the points, the end of the points are at the same potential. Suppose here this point is A, I will name this point as A, so this point is definitely A. Now you move here and you will find that this point is also A, because between these 2 points there is no resistance. Come here, this point is also A. Similarly, if this point is B, what I will name this point? Can I also say this is B? And what I will name this point? Can I also say this is B?
Yes.
Now you see that all the resistors are in between A and B. This one between A and B, this one in between A and B, this one in between A and B, this one in between A and B, this is also in between A and B. So if all the 5 resistors are in between A and B only, then can I say these 5 resistors are nothing but in parallel?
Yes, sir.
All of them are in between A and B. So what is the equivalent resistance?
R by 5.
R by 5. Find the current in 4 ohm resistor here. Can you draw its equivalent circuit? First identify the common potential points. If this point is A, this point is B. Can I say this point is also B? And this point is C. So in between A and B, how many resistors are there? Can you see 2 resistors are there in between A and B? 12 and 4. So in between A and B, 2 resistors are there. 12 and 4. A and B. In between B and C, again there are 2 resistors are there. 3 and 6.
2 ohm.
Yes,
Yes, sir. 2 ampere.
not 2 ampere.
Sir, 1.5.
Yes.
Which 1.5?
Now can you see this is a simplified diagram for that circuit? That you need to understand how we can actually simplify a complicated circuit. So what is the equivalent resistance of 12 and 4 in parallel? What is equivalent resistance 12 and 4 in parallel?
4.
You know this formula, 12 into R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2.
Yes.
R equivalent when 2 are in parallel, R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. What is this? This is 3 ohm or not? Similarly for 3 and 6, what is the equivalent?
1. 2. 1.5 ampere.
2 ohm. So what is the total? Now can you say that this 3 and 2 they are in series? Have you understood now? Now I can redraw the circuit as this is 3, this is 2 and this is 10 volt. This is 3 ohm, this is 2 ohm, this is 10 volt. So what is the current in that branch? What is the current through the battery? Can you tell me what is the current through the battery?
2 ampere.
2 ampere, right? 2 ampere current because the total resistance 5 ohm and the voltage 10 volt. So current is 2 ampere. Now you can see that this 2 ampere current is now distributed in 12 ohm and 4 ohm resistor. How the currents are distributed?
1:3 ratio.
Yes. Can you say that if this is current I1, this is current I2, this is resistance R1, this is resistance R2. In parallel resistors, do I know that I1 R1 is equal to I2 R2? Can you tell me why?
Them potential is constant.
Yes, because the potential difference between them is constant. So I is inversely proportional to R. Can I say that?
Yes, sir.
So if the resistance are 12 and 4, so the current will be distributed in 4:12 ratio or 1:3 ratio. So that current will be 3 by 4 times current, total current, and this will be 1 by 4 times total current. So in 4 ohm resistor, the current will be 3 by 4 into 2, 1.5 ampere.
Please repeat this part 1, sir.
Have you understood why I have written this 2 ampere current from battery?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I have to distribute this 2 ampere current in these 2 resistors. One is 12 ohm, another is 4 ohm. How do I distribute the currents? I have here proved that current is inversely proportional to the resistance. Have you understood this proof?
Yes, sir.
So if they are 12 and 4, Inversely proportional means in which proportion the current will go in that 12 and 4. Inversely proportional means here the current will be 4 part and here the current will be 12 part
Okay.
out of 16. Total resistance is 16. So out of 16 that will be 4 part, here will be 12 part. So now you can multiply it with 2. So 24 by 16 is nothing but 1.5.
Okay, sir.
Now come to this infinite ladder. Means this type of configuration they will run up to infinity. Right? This configuration, so there are infinite number of resistors like this. What is the equivalent resistance between A and B? I'm sure you have already done this type of question in your lower class also. Can you just tell me what is the answer of this question? If I say that the equivalent resistance between A and B is X, let us assume the equivalent resistance between A and B is X. From an infinite ladder, if I just remove the first portion, this first two resistors, can you see that this point C and D, they are just similar to the points A and B?
Yes, sir.
है कि नहीं? क्या ये एज्यूम कर सकते हैं हम लोग कि
Yes,
अगर
sir.
इनफाइनाइट
Yes, sir.
रेजिस्टेंस लैडर से अगर मैं इन दोनों को फर्स्ट जो यहाँ पे क्या स्टडी करना होगा, वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द रिपीटेशन, व्हाट पैटर्न इज रिपीटेड. तो अगर मैं फर्स्ट पैटर्न को निकाल दूं, यहाँ पे फर्स्ट पैटर्न को मैं निकाल दिया तो भी वो इनफाइनाइट पैटर्न ही रहेगा. सो कैन आई से द इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस बिटवीन सी एंड डी विल आल्सो बी एक्स. तो ये जो पूरा बाद का जो ऑप्शन रेजिस्टेंस है सी डी के राइट साइड में, whatever are the resistors on the right of CD, I can replace them by X, and I can say that now the circuit has become this one. Yes or no? Where the equivalent resistance is also X. So R and X are in parallel, and with that R is in series. So what is equivalent resistance? Can I say it is R plus Rx by R plus X? Can I say that is nothing but the equivalent resistance, which is again X?
Yes.
Now you can solve for X. R square plus 2Rx equal to X square plus Rx. Right? So X square minus 2Rx minus R square is 0. X equal to minus B minus Rx. Yes. X square minus Rx minus R square minus B plus minus root over of B square minus 4AC divided by 2. I will not take the minus. So the answer will be R by 2, 1 plus root 5. This current, suppose this current is I. What is the current I? I have taken this current is capital I. Capital I. So capital I current I can easily find. What is capital I? Can I say it is V by X? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Capital I is V by X. Now, if I only take this circuit, so this current I is getting divided into these two resistors, R and X. In which ratio they will get divided? X is to R ratio, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the current through this branch, through this current branch X? Can I say that current through that branch X will be I into R by R plus X?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now look, this current I have talked, this current is say I1. So now this is I1 So similar is the case when you see that this is current I1, and now I can again, this current I1, I can again assume this to be X.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? I can again assume this entire part is X. So this I1 is again getting, here I1 is again getting separated in this two branch in a very similar manner. Can you see, can you understand what I am trying to say here?
Yes,
Now
sir.
I1 is getting separated in divided into these two branches. I have to find what is current through this branch. So what is the current here? Suppose this is I double prime. Can I say I double prime will be the same expression I1 into R by R plus X?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what will be the value? That will be I into R by R plus X whole square. That should be the current in this branch. Have you understood this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That should be the answer of this question.
এরকম করে ইনফিনিটি যদি মাল্টিপ্লাই হতে হতে যাবে নাকি?
হ্যাঁ, এরপরে থার্ডের জন্য স্কোয়ার হলো, তাহলে ফোর্থের জন্য কিউব, এইভাবে চলতে থাকবে। এটা তো সিরিজ পেয়ে গেলে তো। Can you find the equivalent resistance between AB? I have slightly changed it. R, R, 2R, 2R, 4R, 4R, like this. This will continue up to infinity.
So 3 plus root 17 by 4 are equivalent resistance.
Equivalent resistance.
3 plus root 17 by 4 times R.
Let us assume that the equivalent resistance between A and B is X. Now consider a situation, and let us assume that these points are C and D. Now consider a situation that if I multiply all this resistance by 2,
So what is the answer?
I'll calculate it. Now if I multiply all the resistance by 2, then what will be the equivalent resistance? It will be 2x, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if I multiply all these terms by 2, can you see that I will get the left part of the line CD?
Yes, sir.
So can I say the equivalent resistance between CD is now 2x?
Yes, sir.
Right? So what I can say, that now my circuit is this one.
The 2x টা কি করে হলো বুঝতে পারলাম না।
দেখো, যদি আমি x টা বুঝতে পেরেছো কি, x হলো a আর b এর ভেতরে ইকুইভ্যালেন্ট রেজিস্ট্যান্স।
আচ্ছা।
আমি যদি এগুলোকে সবটাকে 2 দিয়ে মাল্টিপ্লাই করে দিই, এটা 2r, এটা 4r, এটা 8r, এরকম হয়ে যাবে।
হ্যাঁ।
তাহলে এই যে কনফিগারেশনটা তুমি এখন দেখছো, can I say the same configuration is lying in between C and D? If you talk about the right side of the C and D, then what are the resistance? 2R, 2R, 4R, 4R, 8R, 8R, like this.
Yes, sir.
That also extends up to infinity. So can I say that if
Yes.
I multiply each and every resistance by 2, then the equivalent resistance will be 2x, and that will be in between C and D?
Yes. স্যার কিন্তু যদি ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল রেজিস্ট্যান্স কে 2 দিয়ে মাল্টিপ্লাই করছি, সেটা আমরা কি করে বলতে পারি কি ইকুইভ্যালেন্ট রেজিস্ট্যান্সটা 2
সবসময়
দিয়ে
হবে।
মাল্টিপ্লাই হয়ে যাবে?
তুমি যদি এই r এর জায়গায় ধরো, let us assume the value of x is equal to some constant into r. The answer will be in terms of r, yes or no? Root 5 by 2
Okay.
plus 1, some constant into r. So if
Okay,
you,
sir.
in terms of r, you write 2r, so the answer will be 2x, sir. 2x.
ওকে স্যার।
Now I can write that x equal to r plus r into 2x by r plus 2x. Can I solve it?
Yes, sir.
xr plus 2x square is equal to r square plus 4xr. So 2x square minus 3rx minus r square is 0. X equal to minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac. 4ac is how much? 8 divided by 4. Okay, so that should be the answer of this question.
Sir, current on third part.
Yes. So that is the equivalent distance between the points A and B. Yes. Now tell me, how can I find the current?
Sir, it is r by 2x plus r whole square into b by x.
I'll find the current in the very similar method we have applied for the last question. Suppose the
আর করার দরকার নাই তো ওটা, তো আগের কোশ্চেনের মতন সিমিলারই হবে তো।
একই টাইপেরই হবে। If this current is I, suppose this current is I,
স্যার এটা একটু আলাদা হবে না?
দেখে নিচ্ছি।
Sir,
Whenever
2x
there is
চলে
some
আসবে।
doubt, you can
হ্যাঁ,
always
এই হলো-
calculate.
ক্যালকুলেশনটা আলাদা হবে, কনসেপ্ট
আর টু আর তারপরে ওরকম ভাবে একটা সিরিজ টাইপের আসবে তো
Yes, the calculation will be
ডিফারেন্ট হবে।
slightly different, I think. Okay, if this current is I, then what will be this current? This current will be I into R divided by R plus 2x.
ইয়েস স্যার।
Yes. Now, if this current is I prime, now what happens? Now this I prime is on the 2R resistance, and now this is 2R resistance, and this is also 4x now. This will be 4x
Yes.
or not?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Yes, sir. Sir, 2 will common and cancellation.
So how this I prime will now get distributed? Here if I say I double prime will be I prime into 2R divided by 2R plus 4x,
ইয়েস স্যার।
right? So if you cancel
Yes,
2,
sir. Cancel, sir.
so R by R plus 2x again, it is R by R plus 2x. So it is R into R by R plus 2x whole square. Have you understood?
ইয়েস ইয়েস।
Okay. So this type of infinite ladder problems you can practice for JEE mains purpose definitely. In advanced type they are very easy. I think they are not very tough questions. All right. We will end our class today for here only. Okay. I will not start Kirchhoff's law today. We will start Kirchhoff's law tomorrow.